is good, y'all? It's your boy Godsio here. Welcome back to Mount Olympus Gaming. And in today's video, we're gonna go over a conversation that I don't think a lot of people are having, right? And that's a trend that NRS is showing, which they've never shown before, right? What is that trend? Adding moves to the game. Hear me out. Let's think back to MK11. In MK11, we never gotten any new moves added. We had the variation systems, we had the moves we could select, and the combinations depending on the points in the slots, and that was that. Now, I do remember we was all getting a little upset asking for certain legacy moves, but they did not answer that, and we just pretty much, what we got is what we got as far as move wise. So now in Mortal Kombat 1, 6 months after launch, we recently in the last patch got a new move added to the roster. Now only one character got that move, which was Quan Chi, but that move was really creative and it actually jumped him up on the tier list, right? So if you ask me, I think there's a trend going on here. They're adding moves and I think they could be listening. Another piece of evidence to elaborate on this topic is Twitter, right? Infamously Twitter. So someone in the NRS community asked Stephanie Brownback, which is a NRS developer, are we getting, or is there any other characters that are getting new moves respond using only emojis? And Stephanie Brownback responded with the emoji of a reptile, emoji of a scorpion, and the emoji of a cloud that's dripping rain, aka rain, right? So let's just take a minute and digest this. Not only did Quan Chi get a new move last patch, but now so far we have a guaranteed 3 more characters getting new moves added to the roster, which are base characters, right? And it could be potentially more. I think this is a good step. I think this is really good news. I think it's kind of flying under the radar. It's no secret that the game is a bit redundant, right? As far as the core mechanic plays, the way the game operates and plays is really fun. But the problem happens in, once again, the same type of game plans and strategies that we're running into, right? So the cameo system was supposed to be this hybrid variation system, right? If I pick Cyrax, he got the bomb setups, and I like a setup character. I can take any character on the roster and pair them up with this cameo, and now my character can become a setup character the way I want to play the game, right? This was kind of what was presented to us. But after the game's launch, we realized it's only but a handful of players cameos that we see, right? We see Kung Laos, we see Strikers, and now we see Chameleons. This is pretty much running everything. Aside from the Goros with the Lao and the Tanya and Goros, but aside from that, we're just pretty much seeing the same game plan, the same unblockables, literally the same thing, and it's boring, right? So follow me to this next point. If NRS is actually adding moves to the base roster, I think they're gonna be adding moves to the cameos. Why do I say that? Well, because when Tremor dropped, that cameo has a lot of depth. Chameleon, she also has a lot of depth. Janet Cage also has a lot of depth. And the main thing I'm sure NRS has been seeing, because if one developer can respond to something like that, I'm sure they can see the outcry, is that we need buffs. Even pro players has openly said it, that the cameo system needs buffs. Let's bring this together now. We got confirmed that base characters are getting new moves. We've been seeing the trend of cameos that's been releasing having a lot more depth. This is leading me to believe that this next balance patch is actually going to be a nice meaty one, right? Because we're really going to see some big changes in this game, and it's necessary. You know, we all want it. We all love this game. For those like myself, I'm a 90s baby. I grew up playing this game. I love it, but we want to see it succeed. And I do believe that NRS is taking the right step in making Mortal Kombat back to its former glory. Another thing I think they're going to do, I think they're going to be adding something like a new mechanic. Reason why I say that is because if we go back to the trailer in Ermac, towards the end of the trailer, Ermac was fighting General Shao, and he had dropped the axe. And once he dropped the axe, he blocked it, he glowed, and his cameo came out. Right now, I looked at that quite a few times, and I've been spoken to a few people. A lot of people saying, oh, that may be a breakaway. But breakaways, you don't glow when that happens. You freeze, your cameo comes in, and that's that, right? I think this may be reminiscent of the floatless block mechanic, except I think that this time around it's going to be a cameo counter type of thing, right? Where if you block, you spend all your cameo resource and your cameo can just quickly break the combo without spending your 3 bars. And I think this will be good. I think it can definitely spice things up. And if it is a new mechanic, then that says that they are truly trying to work on this game. Now, like the famous line, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. So NRS had a lot of hype and they started, and the moment they start, they pretty much tripped and fumbled and been trying to play catch up to the other games, Street Fighter and Tekken. But they did say they're going to support this game for years on to come, right? And by them adding moves, I believe these are signs that they're gonna hold up to that promise. But anyways, guys, to wrap this video up, I believe that NRS is stepping in a good direction, and I believe this next balance patch is gonna be a big one, and it's gonna be for the better. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I would love to hear your opinions. I wanna hear, what's your thoughts? Do you believe this will be a big balance patch, or do you simply just believe that, no, NRS pretty much, they're gonna drop something little, but they're not really gonna address the problem? I want to hear it. But other than that, I'm going to catch you guys in the next video. Peace.